This is the Transformers Generations Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster. The figure is part of the fifth wave overall. Soundwaves cassettes, Blasters cassettes, Optimus and B, Starscream and Megatron. Then you got Cosmos and Swerve. And then you got this Wave 6 of the 2-packs, the Generations 2-packs overall. And here's a quick look at the packaging. 30th anniversary Transformers. It looks great with the Photoshop image, but this is obviously the international packaging. I had my reservations about this figure. I decided to wait until there was a weekend sale at a mall so I could get it 19% off. I did pick up Scrap Mill first. I thought that thing was very, very promising. This one had my reservations, and and I was right. We'll see how it goes, but I am not very happy with this figure on this set. Anyway, here he is. Tailgate is supposedly a G1 character that was a white and blue repaint. Oh, not this kind of blue. I think it's more the white and silver or whatever repaint of another minibot called Windcharger. Now, there was a Generations Scout class Windcharger that was phenomenal. It's a phenomenal figure. This is the Reveal the Shield Scout class Windcharger. Absolutely magnificent figure. I was kind of hoping they'd do sort of a repaint of this one. I wouldn't mind that, but again, he's a little bit bigger than this one. This one is sort of like a huge, it's like a commander, a Cyberverse commander type of figure, bigger than a Legends class, but smaller than a Scout class. So it was not to be. This was going to be a totally new mold. As you can see, the figure's not anything spectacular. I mean, who the hell designed this thing? I mean, this thing has all sorts of problems from the get-go. We'll talk about the Minicon later. Well, okay, why don't we do the Minicon first? He comes with Groundbuster, and I don't know what Hasbro was going with this one, but this is the weapon mode, and to me it looks like a poop scooper. I mean, he's like he's like, you know, all right, give me all that doggy poo. I'm gonna scoop them all up. It supposedly is a claw or some sort, but it looks more like a pooper scooper. So that's that. The vehicle mode is you just put it this way and it becomes like a bulldozer with a scoop. So it's okay if you like bulldozers. And the robot mode is you just stand him up and then the treads become the arms. I mean, really, Hasbro. Okay. So, really, a crappy Minicon. I mean, he's only good in his alt mode. Not really the most exciting thing in the world. On to the figure itself. The sculpt, horrendous. Is a huge back kibble. I mean, usually I'd forgive these back kibble if the silhouette is good overall, like well positioned. I mean, well sculpted arms and legs. But he looks more like an insectoid than robot. I mean, thin legs, big arms, really beefed up Autobot, and lots of empty spaces here and there. I'm not too happy. He's very stable, I'll give him that. Decent enough articulation. He actually has a neck swivel a little bit. I was very surprised they added that. I mean, they could have done away with that, but they still did. But I mean, look at the face, the head sculpt. There's hardly any paint on it. It just looks so plain. Ball jointed shoulder, ball jointed elbow, ball jointed hip, and a ball jointed knee with a hinge ankle, and that's about it. And because of all these kibble, it is very, very difficult to shoulder. You know, very, very difficult to have him in serious poses, dynamic poses. So it was a little bit frustrating for this guy, for me to pose him, but what can you do? He's okay at best. I don't think it's more than that. So transformation again is a mess. The instructions are just horrible. They don't give you much. They give you like 80% of transformation. 20% you got to figure out on your own. Well, what else is new, right? So with that, it's hardly any paint apps. Unbelievable. You got the flame deco, you got the windshields, you got that. That's it. Anyway, so to transform him, go ahead and rotate the elbows inward so you form the doors. Go ahead and fold the hips down while at the same time folding the legs up. That's what the instructions say. And fold it this way. Fold the knees in, or the legs in. Fold these out like that. Rotate these out like this. Go ahead and collapse the shoulders. Oh, sorry. Fold the backpack down like that. Collapse the shoulders upwards. Fold the shoulders upward like that, so you form the front part of the car. And go ahead and just tab in these pieces right here. Tab it like that, and the foot has a groove which tabs into that sort of peg right there. Okay. Alright. It's much easier than it looks. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with this one. During practice it was much easier. Come on. See, the instructions don't even tell you where to tab it, just to be aware of the tabs. You literally had to figure that one out like a puzzle. So, let's see if I can still get this one right. Okay, so once everything's tabbed in, he looks pretty solid once you tab it in. Saving grace of this figure is probably the alt mode. I love the whole car sculpt, but it's just so plain. The rims on the wheels, I mean, who the hell uses these? These are like cassette recorders, like tape recorders type of rims. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then good for you. You're not that old. But they look like those tape recording, the messages they get recorded onto. Those, oh, come on. Who the hell designed this thing? The instructions tell you one more thing. You can actually merge the two, or you can keep the weapon in alt mode on the hood. I mean, really, Hasbro. Pooper scooper. Right. He's gonna scoop the poop. It'll just get a 5 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry to be very harsh. That's what it deserves. Don't get it more than retail. If you can get it on clearance, that's probably the only way you should get this guy. In fact, I cannot even recommend him. I'm thinking you guys should just pass on it. Save your money. Here's a Legends class figure from the movie Dark of the Moon, so you can see. If you really don't need a tailgate, if you absolutely can live without a tailgate, please pass up on this guy. He's really not worth the $10, $12 it's asking for. Here in Manila, that's a retail price is about $12, 11 something, and I got it 19% discount, so not too bad. I don't feel too bad about it, but yeah. That's all there is to it. Not the best one in the wave, definitely not the best 2-pack, Generations 2-pack set in my opinion. So, there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review, even if you didn't like the character. Please give me a thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy settings here in Manila. Check out all my video reviews and hauls here on this channel. Chefitron, my old channel, FX Friends, is still alive, but only for vlogs. This has been the Transformers Generations 2-pack, Legends 2-pack, Autobot Tailgate, and Groundbuster. Thanks for watching.